Yo, what is up, guys? Like I said, I will be recording a video soon. I told you. Now this is going to be a challenge video for Playing Sorcery. Now I know doing probably a normal run like me would be good, but I want to get this thing started because this is going to be multiple parts because this is going to be a big challenge. So, very simple challenge. Can I beat Blade and Sorcery only using the Crystal Musket? Now, you never played Blade and Sorcery, you might not know what that is. Now, let me explain. Crystal Musket is this. Basically, a gun that you imbue with sorcery and can allow you to shoot things. Now, sure, that would be a pretty easy challenge, but there's a couple of rules to make it a bit trickier. First off, I have a couple mods active that I'm going to inform y'all of right now. I have original prices, which means the sellback will be the original price, but I won't really probably be selling much because I don't really need to buy much. I have better stealth, which just makes the stealth system a little bit more cleaned up. And the Baron's Bounty mod. If you know what those mods are, good for you. I would explain them, but that would take me forever to remember, and then I'd have to go back and check, so I'm not going to do that. But here are some rules for this challenge. First off, I can't use my fists, and I can't use the gun as a bludgeoning weapon. I can only actually shoot sorcery out of it to do damage. Now, the reason why it's starting right there with that sword, I'm not even going to grab that sword, is that I have a little mod called Musket Start, which basically gives me the access to start with the Crystal Musket. Now, it doesn't have a crystal on it yet, which is what I'm going to do, because that's the other thing. It's basically impossible for me to start with a crystal that I can use and the musket at the same time, which will make this challenge impossible. So, I will have to cheat a little bit and spawn in a crystal. Now, there are three choices. Oh, this also means I can't use the focus or body crystal, because those wouldn't count. Those wouldn't help for anything. There's only three crystals I can use in this playthrough. It's gravity, fire, and lightning. Now I'm going to start with lightning, as it's the only one that would make this somewhat possible, as those are the only ways you can destroy the crystal for the Delgarian Ruin boss. I'll probably go until I beat him at least twice, because this will only probably take me 20, maybe 30 minutes, because I can usually beat this pretty quick. Oh, I've also got Dismemberment Plus, and Realistic Bleeding. And the Quality of Life menu. This helps with some stuff, makes it a lot easier. That's just in case, because I can spawn in things a bit easier. Dismember Plus, this is just like health. This is just like health and stuff. It makes enemies dismember while still being alive. Then Realistic Bleeding just makes the bleeding a bit more realistic. I can turn that off if I need to. Now, to do this, we are going to go to crystals. Now, the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to start by spawning in a tier 1 lightning crystal, as this is the only crystal that I can use that would actually work correctly. So, without further ado, let's get this going on. This will be my first Blade and Sorcery video, so don't quote me if this doesn't go. Also, I'm not going to get any of the upgrades, because I'm not going to use any of those upgrades. Sure, I'm just doing this because I physically would not be able to. Oh, right, and I also have Held Imbue. Now, you might think that's cheating because it allows me to do this. But, it wouldn't be very... It's just a bit of a boost, because I'm already giving myself so many limitations, and there's more I could have, but I'm not going to do that. All it basically allows me to do is just imbue it while I'm holding it without having to use both hands to imbue it, because I'm pretty sure that's not in the base game. As you can see, it works pretty well. So, let's go ahead and get this started. I've already skipped the play introduction, so I don't need to go through all that. If you wanted me to go through that, then I'm sorry, I wasn't doing it. Now, let's get this started. I gotta make sure I have my music muted too, because I don't know if the music in this game is copyright or not. I don't think I can get rid of this, so I don't think it counts, but I'm gonna mute every other form of music if I can. Oh yeah, I assume flashing lights warning, because this is kind of bright sometimes. And brutality warning, this is kind of a brutal game, so you're being warned now. Where my audio? Yeah, we're good. So, without further ado, let's get this started. How are y'all doing? This will be my first Blade and Sorcery video. I'll probably post other ones of doing other things. You've probably already seen my short. I done goofed up in that short. We're not. Now this, on the first beginning areas, isn't going to be too tricky, as they're just enemies, and most of the time, any of the things on the Crystal Musket can one-shot. But this is going to get a lot trickier when I start getting attacked while I only have one, because the only time you can buy these is they're tier 3 and they're $4,000. Saving up money won't be too... Oh yeah, also I forgot to point that out, because me trying to collect all the loot physically would be a tough thing to do. So, with the quality of life menu, basically have it called a loot collector, which basically grabs the loot for me without me doing it. That would make the thing so much longer, and I'm assuming you want the actual content. But see, this is the tricky thing, is that I'm going to try and not counter directly with my hands, because I feel like that might be a bit of a cheat. But yeah, like I was saying, these things only show up at tier 3, which only happens, I assume, after I get at least 2 or 3 crystals. 2 or 3 sorcery crystals. Which would basically be around the time where I'll have every form of crystal I need. So this is going to get tricky really quick if I ever get attacked by groups. Now, I could have made it to where I have to kill every person in the area before I move along. But if I did that, that would have made this game basically impossible. So I'm not going to do that. But, if you guys might have any suggestions if anyone ends up watching this for other things I should do, just let me know, because this is my first Blade and Sorcerer video, and I'm not sure what exactly the norm is for making stuff like these. I'm not definitely sure what the norm. Also, props to everyone who made all these mods that I'm making. I will try and do my best at the end of the video to check it. If I forget, don't worry about it. I do actually have some things to do today. That's why this is only a first part. I'm sure I could probably do it all in one sitting. That's not too hard, as I'm able to beat the game all in like one sitting while I'm just doing it short. But I'm not going to do that now, because that would be like almost an hour or 2 recording, and I really don't want to do that. Because I doubt y'all just want to see me walking around being silent while I try and beat this game. But anyways, how are y'all doing? I'm hoping y'all are having a wondrous day. Me, myself, I'm having a great day. So, but I do in fact hope y'all will have an even better day today. As always, you guys have a good day. Yeah, I'm just gonna go past those. Saving up money to get another crystal musket isn't gonna be the tricky part. It's just waiting long enough to get a second crystal musket. Like I said, I'm starting with a crystal musket start, so I start with it. I could have just gone with the base thing and just spawned it in, so I could have started with a lightning crystal. But I feel like the crystal musket start would make it a lot better, because I feel like the creator should have probably put in a crystal with it to begin with, considering it can't be used until you get a crystal. But I guess it wouldn't even have taken that long. But anyway, yeah. I feel like this is gonna be pretty. I'll try and either at least beat the Bulgarian Ruin guy, because I am kind of tired. I'm doing this a bit early per usual, because I'm usually still sleeping by now. But I figured I might as well get the first part it's all nice and done. This won't be hard. I'll just try and beat the Bulgarian Ruin and maybe do an extra 1 or 2 so I can have the second one unlocked, so I can start this next episode of this. I don't know how long this is gonna go. I don't know if this is just gonna be like a long while thing even after I beat the game, or if this is gonna go until I unlock the sort of non-officially in the game. I'm still figuring. But if you guys, it's you guys' choice. I'm fine with basically whatever. But yeah, sorry it's been so long since I've posted. I've wanted to post it like a little bit more, but ADHD, I tend to push things off.
You're most welcome to the Baron's Bounty. We need a Baron.
Okay, now I should probably show y'all what the Baron's Bounty mod is. Or, well, not the shop, but you get this. Basically, there are relic posts. When I accept them, if I sell whatever they're asking for, he'll basically give me a crate of Centauri merchandise, which can be weapons, potions, money, and crystal.
I've been told all about your quest to our mutual friend Afflin.
I'm just gonna
and as a personal favor to him, I'm gonna help you
basically
get started.
I can
If you're the busy type, I won't
basically
keep you. I wrote down everything you need to know on that note right over there by the map.
Yeah, basically he can give me money as well as crystals. This just makes it a bit easier to get money a bit faster.
Otherwise, if you got some time, follow me to the store.
But basically, if you sell the right things, he'll give you money and crystals. Crystals to upgrade are useful in like the base game. I'll usually have this mod active because it makes getting other crystals like a lot quicker and speeds things along a little bit. If you count that cheating, I'm sorry, it's just the way I play. I've gotten used to it. I'll probably have it deactivated, but I mean, the Baron's Bounty mod is such a perfect mod that is imbued within the game that it looks basically like it existed in the beginning game, because it would make perfect sense, because there's just that empty spot here, and this spot's completely empty. This rug and this table isn't usually here. But anyways, he'll probably be talking again. But yeah. So basically is what I do.
Store on the edge of the storm.
I just
you
sell,
don't need to say it.
And then that happens. It drops a crate. Then I'm just gonna ignore that. That's just see. Then it'll give me a bag and a thing for crystals, which will let me which I will get, and I now have extra money. Only things I'll probably be buying will be health potions or healing items.
Well, you'd be surprised.
I might get armor because, well, good thing I don't need I don't need fast casting sorcery to be able to use this thing very well, because you don't need fast casting sorcery to work any better. It doesn't change it no matter what kind of sorcery. Basically, I'm just probably gonna go with some raider armor because it's
Let's
better
just
to
say
have
my
armor.
customers are mainly the folk who don't like to shop while looking over their shoulder. If you know what I mean.
See, so I'm just gonna get
So
raider
listen,
armor.
I don't need to tell you that the mainland is a hornet's nest of violence right now.
Don't mind him. He's just talking. He always does that. Yeah, this is usually how I play the game.
The
I don't
recent
usually get.
discovery of those ancient Dalgarian runes in Eridan has triggered a mad rush to be the first to find and kill it.
Tribal sandals, boots, reserve the raider trousers. Okay, confusing. Who might I call?
Crystals, mainly. Or more specifically, crystal cores.
Are these the raider boots? Raider greaves, just what I was looking for. I'm
You
about to
might
be.
think you know sorcery, but this is the difference between lighting a flame on your finger and burning down an entire village. Powerful stuff.
But yeah. Don't mind me just like searching around this. I'm trying to make sure I can get like all the armor I can. Tribal kills. Yeah, these the boots? No, I've already got boots. Now all I need is since I've already bought it all, and this is basically all my money already. Is this it? Ah, just what I was looking for, the raider armor. Hopefully I have enough.
But listen, I'm Santari. You don't need to tell me why you seek these runes, and if you're a crystal user, hey, that's your business.
I got an idea.
You need to know that this quest is going to put you head to head with every invested faction across Eridan. I'm talking bandits to fortune chasers, to the crown of Eridan itself. You don't even want to know about the eye.
Oh, these are the armor. Okay, so this goes here. So these are basically just the upper body looking thing.
That said, if you're determined to undertake this quest, you go find yourself some Dalgarian runes, and I'll get you started by giving you a piece of ancient
I never
Centauri
really
wisdom.
listened.
Don't do the work that someone else has already done.
Yeah, I wasn't curious because I never really fully listened to what he always says. I did during when I first played the game, but that was like a while ago. I've had this game for a couple months now, so I didn't quite remember off the top of my head. I could sell these because I think I can sell these and get a bit of extra money. Not a lot, but it's enough to where once I sell them,
The mountains are swarming with Iradian soldiers today.
it should give me
bandits by
be able to.
all searching for Dalgarian runes themselves.
It should give me just enough to where I can.
And with that, these factions have taken up temporary residence in the previously abandoned outposts all over Eridan as they explore and map out the terrain.
There, see? This is most of the armor. It won't change much. It will bump up my focus regen, but it doesn't change anything about me casting spells. This is just defensive armor, so I'll take as much damage. It's one thing is I don't have torch though, and I don't have helmet because I don't know what my helmet on this. Now, before we do this, just to make it a bit better, don't want to make it seem like I've used another weapon in case if someone decides to start this off on a different thing. I'm going to go home. Ignoring my body doing that, does that sometimes. I'm going to go home. Travel. Ignore me, I'm a bit lazy with that. I'm going to take this sword, and I'm going to sell it. And it's a tier 2, I believe. Yeah, it's a tier 2. This will already go for a good amount of money. Do you guys have any recommendations for mods or videos you'd want me to try out? I'm going to put that there. So, just let me know. I'm fully open to doing basically anything in this game I can do. I've done a lot with like different mods and stuff, so I've already know at least some way around this game. I'd like to say I'm not the greatest, but I'm decent enough. Yeah, see, that's an extra $500. It's not like I'm using. Just
We're a small but prosperous mercantile nation west of Eridan. Centauri doesn't have a lot of cities.
I know where's the raider helmet? That's tribal.
Have the best
This, oh, Raider headband. I thought it was like a
Our
helmet.
sailors dare to sail over even the most treacherous seas to trade wealth, information, and spread our influence.
And now, congrats. I'm now a full Raider. Full Raider armor, all this does is just going to give me a bit more armor. Oh, yeah. It's just explaining how to do all this. I'm going to just skip all that, so I don't have to worry about that later. Now, let's go give this a whirl. Sorry that took me a lot longer than I should have. I should have just, like, cut that part out when I edit, as I've said before. But I'll try and get someone who can edit soon. Like I've said, old editors, lots of shit that I don't want to talk about. But anyways. And now, I was going to say at one point with the Held Imbue that you guys might think it's cheating, but at one point, for some reason, when I used it, it basically took like a whole minute to charge up all the 3 things because it was going really slow. And now it's at like the normal space. I don't know why it was going that slow on that first time, but we're not going to talk about that. Luckily with this, stealth isn't that hard to do because it's a ranged weapon. Like, if they die, they can't like get their enemy's attention. Now, I'll try not to avoid all of it. Like, once I've gotten more confident that I can, like, beat, like, a big, barrage, and also I can charge something fast if I use 2 hands. But I'm not going to do that, because I prefer using the one hand, because it feels a lot more natural. What happens if I start getting into, like, the big waves, I will try to do as many fastest draw on the west. Like I said, give me ideas, or maybe let me try, ask me for other games, because I've just got Vampire the Masquerade, stealth vampire game. I've been playing it. It's a pretty fun game, and I haven't seen many people make too many videos on it, and I'm surprised. It's a very well-made VR game. I don't know if there's, like, stuff behind it that people don't like, or the fact that you're a vampire and people don't like that. Oh, also, freaking pointed out, I actually have Batman, the VR Batman thing. I forget what it's called, but I have that game. Because I got it, because the headset I have came with it for free. You guys got any extra games that you want me to try? I'm fully open to doing just about anything on this game I can find that'll be in for it. But I'd like to get notes where it's getting into the gameplay loop that I'm used to. Sorry if I talk a lot. I've been told I talk a lot. But if you guys enjoy that instead, just let me know. I might speedrun this a little bit so you can get this along, because I do have other things I gotta get to. I don't really want to be here 20 minutes. This video is already probably 10 minutes long. I assume I don't know how to check the time. Or not. Now let's just get on. I'll try and speedrun through this. It'll take too long. If I can help it, I'll try and beat this as quick as I can. Now we got a Dogarian rune, which is pretty easy. The next crystal I should probably get would be gravity, because gravity is a good area of attack. Lightning is good, but it's only like a single attack unless I get like the chain lightning. Like I said, I'm not getting any other upgrades in the spells because that will affect my. Sure, I'll merge the spells, but I won't ever actually buy. I'll merge the spells. I go get the new crystals because I kind of got to progress the game, but I won't really use any of the new upgrades. I won't even really buy the next things if I can.
Cheers, mate. There's a crate waiting for you by the door.
The only thing I'll probably buy that is not another crystal musket, which I'll probably start buying just new armor. I don't actually buy armor all that often when I'm playing. Oh hey, it's actually selling the tier 2 already because I stole it. I didn't realize this game already items I stole, but we're not gonna ignore that. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna try and beat this game I'll just see if I beat the game and this ends up getting a lot more traction than I assumed. I will. Now, if this gets a lot more traction than I thought on the first video, a lot more traction over the series, because I'll try and make this maybe 2-3 parts. If I have to do it more, I will, but I can usually beat like the whole game in like that much time. But if this ends up getting a lot more traction than I figured it does, because like I said, I'm not a very big YouTuber. I only got a couple subscribers, but like I said, I'll try and do as much as I can. I'll try and beat it as fast as possible. Oh, right, I need to have lightning actually available. Ow. Right. I can friendly fire myself with this. I didn't even know that. That's honestly a surprise to me. I didn't think I could friendly fire with that. That's new. Yeah, but I'll try and do my best to do this in at least 3 parts. If I want to do more, like add like little challenges I want to do after I fully beat the game, like if there's something I want to do, then I'll try and do my best. Like add little challenges that I can do here and make the thing a little bit trickier even after I beat the game. But who knows? That might be pretty easy because then I can basically have 2 that are going to charge up separate spells. But like I said, if y'all got any ideas, then let me know. Fully open. I'll try not to repeat myself too much. Like I said, I was going to end it after I get this one crystal. I'll probably make videos longer when I'm better at them moving out of somewhere. Can also give the enemies more health, but that won't really matter considering the fact that these literally blow them up. The crystal shard striker literally blows them up, so I'm gonna try giving them more health. What makes it a bit tricky, but I don't really change all that much. Unless the more health they have, the harder it is to dismember them. But I'm not fully aware of how it works, or if it works some other. But I'm right. Also, I'm kind of new to this game. I played it a lot, but there's still things even to this day that I missed. So if you guys got like any secrets or things you want to point out to me that I don't notice it within the game, just let me know. I'll take a look at them in recording, or I'll take a look at them. See what I mean? That just makes it a lot easier to collect all loot, so I don't spend time. No doubt y'all want to watch me spend like 5 minutes trying to just collect all the loot. Howdy, partner. Yeah, but I'm gonna try and like maybe rebrand, as we know, the Darkstar family. Also, don't forget to, because I mainly play VR chat most of the time, and I will be perfectly fine with recording. Yeah, ignore that. I have my lights off. But I mainly play in VR chat with friends, and I do actually have a group called the Darkstar family that I lead. I don't do much with it, as I haven't done much with it in a long while. But if you guys want to join, just let me know. I'm perfectly fine with meeting new people who want to hang out or who want to watch me play, or want to just be friends, because I have a good amount of friends myself, but I'm not like the most sociable person, so meeting new people, I'm perfectly fine with that. Now here's what I was meaning. As with fire and gravity, at least I know you can't do it with fire. I'm not sure if you can do it with gravity. These crystals are very hard to destroy without gravity, without lightning, because lightning is the only one that can destroy the small crystals on Hector, and these big ones without me having to actually. Now we have the lovely man himself, Hector. Luckily, with this little crystal shard striker, other than destroying these crystals themselves, actually fighting him is not that hard. But here, I'll give you all a little tutorial on how to fight him in case you play this game and having trouble beating him. I did when I first played him. So, once he does his whole little spawn thing, he's got to get all mad and stuff. Yeah, he's very unhappy. Also, when we get mod reviews, don't forget to let me know. Okay, here's how. So basically, you gotta destroy all these small pink crystals on his body to kill him. Oh my bad, put him to sleep. He isn't technically alive in the first place. He is a giant stone golem, so I don't think he's technically counts as alive. So destroying those aren't too tough once you have these things. But then, once you destroy all those, you might notice, oh, healed it. Not destroy them. That's right. That's what all these crystals. When you destroy one, it uncovers it'll uncover the crystals on his body. Now I usually destroy all the crystals on his body because I found often you destroy all the crystals on his body first, and then you go after the crystals. It makes it very easy because then you'll have 3 crystals left. Then once you destroy these, he'll go into a little stun thing. Sometimes he'll do a new attack. Other times he'll kind of just like ignore that and just go after you immediately. Like he'll do this. He'll do a new attack. Beating him with the crystal musket would probably be like the easiest thing I've done because, well, it's very easy to beat him with this, as it's a ranged weapon, and having a ranged weapon auto tracks to his weak point is basically like a cheat code to this boss. So the issue is I don't know if I can reach that. I think it is. I might actually have to get up there, at least a little closer. See, this is also why using this is kind of tricky, because if you're climbing, this is why I need the help. This is near impossible. It's impossible for you to imbue it with one hand in the original. I think it is. And the issue isn't really if he'll kill me, is because a lot of his attacks will damage, but he'll knock me off this and can make me take fall damage, and that'll. Now, the reason I'm also going with gravity is for a very simple reason. Because I'm going to get gravity, fire, and then lightning, because it's like, it's very easy to do so. Get all 3 and just have them all. So, I'm going to get gravity for a very specific reason. First off, because you'll see, once I got it, it's got, so I'm just gonna wait for that. It takes a minute. It's satisfying to watch these things explode and through them. And there we go, gravity crystal. There's a reason I want to get the gravity crystal too, is because it can also be used for mobility. Is having gravity imbued with it. If you jump and then shoot the ground below your feet, it'll launch you here. Kind of like how a gravity jump will. Yeah, this is kind of technical, but yeah. This will probably be the end of this. I'll probably get the... Okay, here's what I'll do. Once I spawn back, I will get the gravity crystal thing with it, so I already have it once I'm done. And then I will show you what I mean by it gives you a bit of extra mobility. Ignore this, my game likes to lag sometimes whenever I'm loading in back home. See, there we go. Now we already got our first thing. This won't be too tricky. Oh yeah, and also this is basically... You gotta get 6 crystals, which basically means you can get all the crystals, or you can just upgrade 2 crystals to max, unless you start with 1, and then you can have it. Once we get all this way up, we get the Sword of Knowledge, which will get us to help get to the secret ending or the official ending of the game. Kind of depends on what you want to do. If you want to be a good guy, bad guy, want to cause chaos, want to not do that, but it's your choice. Anyways. Now, I'll show you what I mean by mobility. So, getting gravity. Also, just a shoot a small gravity pulse at this like that. I'll show you. Okay, now, if you were to shoot this down below you, Doesn't do anything. You don't take damage. Nothing. But if you were to jump once you do it, it's not by much. But once you get like 2 of them, you like launch it up. But that, yeah, it's a pretty simple thing to have. But yeah, I think this will be the end of this video. I'll make sure to try and beat this as soon as I can. I'll try and beat this. So, as always, or well, I guess as recently, you guys have a good old day, and I'll see you in the next one.